Greetings! If you like these daily crypto analysis videos, hit the like button and subscribe. Please share these videos with your friends to help the channel grow. I'm Crypto Snake, back again to discuss some Bitcoin analysis. So today I wanted to start out on the 4-hour chart here, as the daily chart I did cover yesterday and not much has changed on that obviously. So on the 4-hour RSI here, we do see that the RSI actually is in the upper range here. So it is actually overbought right now, which normally means that there'll be a pullback back to neutral here. However, if the price continues to rise, the RSI may just start dropping as well if there's enough bullish momentum. But we did actually have a TK crossover back here, and we are still moving in a rather bullish pattern here. The SAR is also inclining right now, which is good. However, it has been inclining for quite a while, so I would expect to see a downturn here soon. And we have been repeatedly testing this resistance at around 6730, 6740, give or take. This is this will be the third time smashing through here into this resistance. We are actually forming a possible pennant here, upward moving pennant, which is normally a continuation pattern, which could mean that we could actually break through here and continue upwards, as this is the third time testing this. If we do not break through on this third time, we could be looking for another breakdown here. But I do think, as you can see, this range is tightening here. We are very likely to see a move here very shortly. If we go ahead and switch back to the 1-day chart here, this pennant actually does sort of fit with my previous technical analysis on the daily. As I said, we are very likely to come up here and test this 7140 area, give or take the bottom resistance area of the 1-day cloud. What I would like to see is a side trend and breakthrough somewhere around here in about a week or so. However, if we do come up and test there, we are very likely to break immediately back down from the 7150. So if we do hit that area, I would expect the following candle to be a red candle breaking down. As for what I addressed in the previous video about the price pulling back to the Kijun-sen, this wick here could have been the catalyst necessary to prop it back up, and as you can see, there is a green candle here. We may still pull back to the Kijun-sen here, but as this pennant is forming, it's also a possibility that we could break up from here and break through the Tenkan-sen here as well, to form the TK crossover on the 1-day, as we have been forming TK crossovers on the previous days. As I laid out as well, the Chiku span is still in resistance, moving upwards, potentially to cross over through the price here, which could possibly move bullish. As you can see here, we did actually have the RSI bounce back here at around 30, and we've been slowly trending up here. So if this trend continues on the 1-day, we are very likely to strike the 70 area as well. So before I get onto the news here, if you would like to join my free Telegram for insights on the market, including Bitcoin, altcoins, and a sneak peek to my personal entries and exits, join t.me/cryptosnakepit. Links are in the description below. Links directly to the chat, and a link on how to install Telegram, which is a free chat program that I use to communicate with my VIPs. Also, in our VIP group, we have been capitalizing on Bitcoin sideways movements, pulling 25% gains on ZRX, 20% on WON, 7% on GAME, and 10% on ADA. If you want information on how to get into the VIP group to be part of these trades, the information is also in the description below. So as there hasn't been a lot in the market today as far as movement, we have just been side trending. There's not a lot I can cover on the video as far as technical analysis that I didn't cover yesterday. However, we can go over the overall health of the market here. Overall, the entire altcoin market today is relatively green with some good positive movements. ZRX is a position I have open right now. It's up 5%. And it's actually nice to see some good movement in the altcoin market today. It's very refreshing to actually see some people putting some faith back into the market and everything start to climb up and start going green here. All of this considering the fact that we had the ETF rejection and Bitcoin dominance is still rising. We were at 53% yesterday. Now we're at 53.7, a steady incline. We have actually gained about $6 billion back into the market cap today. And as you can see, the Bitcoin dominance is basically just plateauing up here. It did actually go for a little slope down, and it actually does appear to be sloping back up now. But all in all, I'm actually pretty bullish on cryptocurrency right now. With the positive movement here, even if this does actually break down here, I do think we are actually forming a very healthy market. Actually, if you look overall, you know, we went from these absolutely just crazy wicks here. We're starting to level out here, which is very bullish. We could be potentially starting a mini bull run here. Even if we do break down here, I do believe that the bull run is coming soon. Which brings me to some bullish news today. Bearish bets on Bitcoin futures hit record low. This article points out that the bears have repeatedly failed to secure a weekly close below 6,000, and that Bitcoin is actually looking very healthy today. In fact, if we go back and we take a look at the Heikin Ashi, you can actually see on the 1-day chart here we are still moving quite positive with the money flow. So money is actually coming back into the market here. Positive sentiment. It's not as parabolic as here, which is honestly what we want to see. We don't want to see these giant spiked up candles here. We want to see some nice natural growth on Bitcoin. That'll really pump some good money back into the altcoin market. Some more bullish adoption news came today as well. Major Russian airline tests blockchain in bid to track fuel payments. This story doesn't really mean much, but the fact that more and more companies are adopting it is going to start compounding and make it more publicly used. And it also gives the blockchain a real world use, which is very, very bullish for the technology and the space as a whole, because it will actually attract more investors to invest in these altcoin projects and micro altcoin projects, anything that uses blockchain really. So one more story today is, who needs a Bitcoin ETF? Crypto scoffs at the SEC rejections. There are just some funny tweets in here, some interesting stuff. I won't go over all of them, but it does raise a very interesting point about the Bitcoin ETF, which is obviously we didn't get up to 20,000 with a Bitcoin ETF here. So Bitcoin is still capable of these parabolic rises regardless of government, regardless of large scale investors being involved. The only thing the ETF really would have provided obviously is more money into the market overall, but it definitely would have given us one of these crazy pumps up here rather than a nice natural trend up. So realistically, I don't think it's necessary to start the next bull run, which could be why we didn't actually get that much of a dump here when the ETF was rejected as a whole. So that's my overview for the market today, and before I wrap this video up, I just want to say good luck on your trades this week. Please join me in my free Telegram at t.me/CryptoSnakeBit, where I give up-to-the-minute updates on Bitcoin and my personal exits and entries for the private VIP group. Also included is our private VIP chat, where you can chat with many of our experienced Sabbath traders, get personal technical analysis from me, and answer any questions you might have. This is Crypto Snake, signing off.